Self-Publishing with Dale here on a Friday morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Daytime. So you know what that means. It means it's time for us to go ahead and answer some comments. So this is going to be the last answering comments for a couple of weeks. I'll be taking the next 2 weeks off. This next week I'll be on vacation. The week after next, I'll be in the office, but then out of the office again because I got to be over in Albany, New York for People of Video. If you have not had the opportunity to look into that just yet, go to peopleofvideo.com to find out details about how you can come and meet me in person, hang out with my wife and I. We're going to be there for a couple of days. I'll be emceeing the event. If you've been on the fence or you are currently in doing video content creation, this is the conference for you. Again, peopleofvideo.com, and use the code DALE, D-A-L-E, in all caps to get 50% off your ticket. That's how you guys got it here. So man, we have a lot of comments to kind of burn through here today. So I want to make sure I jump right into it. But you guys and gals know I've got to pay the bills. And I think it would be absolutely remiss of me to actually bring this up in Book Award Pro. This past Monday, I did a sponsored podcast by Book Award Pro while discussing a one-year case study. And I had someone who left a less than nice remark about how they felt like that was disingenuous, but I have to argue back because I spent over $4,000 freaking dollars over the course of a year. Try to tell me how that makes sense. It wasn't a review. It was a simple overhead view of what it takes to get those 17 book awards over the course of a year. So if you feel at all turned off, or feel that I have been disingenuous in any capacity, do me a favor. Don't even comment. Just unsubscribe, move on. Because I'm just going to ban you from the channel. Don't project your insecurities onto me. That's the thing. I chose that sponsorship. Book Award Pro did not choose me. I chose them. And it was for very good reason, because I believe in the product and I stand 100% behind it. So if at some point or another, you feel like, oh, well, how have you changed, Dale? Someone's got to pay the bills, okay? And I do these things for a very specific reason, because without sponsors like Book Award Pro, and, in the past, Fiverr and Romance Publishing Academy, all these different ones have helped pay for this overhead cost, because folks, me simply being on YouTube, getting AdSense is not enough to pay the bills. Be honest with you. And if I don't have at least some type of compensation to come on and do some of these videos, it's tough because it takes me away from my self-publishing business. So please understand that when I do a sponsored video and I cover their product in detail, I'm being 100% honest with you. And when I say I've spent over $4,000 over the course of a year and you feel like I'm selling out or being disingenuous, really? Okay, so why did I spend that $4,000? Riddle me that. Okay, so I'm off of that. Folks, 17 Book Awards, course of a year. You can be able to learn more about the one-year case study that I did. You do not have to spend $4,000, by the way. You don't have to spend remotely that amount. If you watch the full episode from the podcast this past Monday, you'll get more details about that. It is a best case scenario, and it is a scenario where if you were to go all in on the Book Awards, go take a look at Book Award Pro. Hey, look, busy authors. They put their book awards on autopilot by handing it on over to Book Award Pro. So make sure you go take a look at it at dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. Yes, so go over to dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. I can't say enough great things about the team over there. They're a fantastic crew. So there you go. And they're not paying me to say that, by the way. I just said that because I genuinely believe that. So alrighty, we've got the bills paid, but I also want to give a big shout out to the channel members. Today's a channel member only a live chat. If you want to hang out and just kind of watch and be a fly on the wall, please do that. Drop any kind of questions, concerns, and comments. If you're a channel member, don't know what the channel memberships are all about, then go down below this video. There's a little join button. Click that, and there's a video, and I explain it to you. Or you can click the link inside the description down below, and that will take you on over there, and you can get a better idea of what's going on. Hey, we've got some comments to get to, and I'm going to be getting on vacation right after this, so looking forward to it. Alrighty, so here we are in the podcast channel. Yeah, by the way, the news segment has been just taking off. Thank you so much, everybody, for the positive remarks about the new news segments. It's going to be staying. The funny thing is the news segments actually perform better than the actual podcast episodes. So how's Izzy doing? Izzy's doing good. I'm just going to have to leave it at that. She seems to be better. We're finishing up the last of her antibiotics today, but doesn't look too good right now because her nose is still draining a lot. And but I can go into details. But all that to say this, she's well at the moment. She's well. We've discovered that she likes eating out of spoons now. We will spoon feed her like a child. So. Butchers Respawn. Okay, hey, so I got to explain everything. On the right-hand side, you're going to see the video with the actual title. So you have context, and on the left-hand side, you'll see the commenter and their comment. So Butchers Respawn typically drops in some comments on a regular basis, and I'm sure Butchers Respawn's probably watching right now. And if that's the case, thank you so much. I appreciate all support. Doing my hardcover right now and fixing up the keywords. It's great to have this option and easy to create too. Yeah, it is. Thanks as always for watching and commenting. Boom. Nick Chelson says, I've been waiting for KDP hardcover option. I created my first one as soon as I saw your video title. Nice. Well done, man. Keep up the good work. Thumbs up and a heart. Thanks so much, Nick. I appreciate it. The home boss, Nuria. I love me some Nuria. Folks, listen, let me go ahead and click on this channel here. I'm going to come on over here to the home boss. This is Nuria's channel here. Nuria is a friend of Kelly and mine, and she does a lot about Kindle Direct Publishing. She was primarily kind of in the low content, no content type niche, but she's now starting to expand into the children's books niche. And actually, I had started her course. It was great. I just got really inundated with work, but she has an excellent course so far, probably about a quarter of the way through it, and I absolutely love it. It's very great production. But go take a look at Nuria, the home boss, and watch one of her videos. Drop a comment. Let her know where you came from. But she is sweet as the day is long. So, Nuria, I appreciate all your support if you happen to be watching this on the replay. Great information as always. By the way, I've just started using QR codes in my children's books, and I'm kind of addicted now. For now, I'm linking them back to my Author Central page, but the possibilities are endless. Thank you for all you do. I'm learning tons. Yeah, nice. Good tip, by the way. Oh, and I just shouted you out. Hopefully you get new subscribers. Yeah, she's exploded over the last year. I've seen her go from barely like a few thousand to like she's over 25,000 at this point. Kathy Mankin Books. Kathy Mankin, such a sweetheart. Always has been a strong supporter of mine for the past few years. Enjoy the news videos. I've not tried hardcover yet, but I plan to do so. Nice. Thanks as always for watching and commenting. It means the world. Ah, come on now, Dale. Means the world to me. Thumbs up and heart. Did I give Nuria a thumbs up and heart? Okay, yes, I did. Caleb Smith has been a channel member for going on 3 months. Thank you so much, Caleb. I do appreciate all the love. By the way, I have to give a big shout out over to a couple of our channel members that are here live right now. First of all, SL Michaels and Mojo Seedlac, they're tier 3 sponsors. They are channel members. They're actually called self-published sponsors. But at any rate, go check them out, folks. Writing and self-publishing, that's also something that they do. Thank you so much for being a channel sponsor for the past 4 months, Samantha. I really do genuinely appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dan and I are working on something new for possibly both channels that can help support the cause for book rescue. Stay tuned. I just got to kind of figure out some of the moving parts. And of course, Easy Graphics, thank you so much for being my moderator here today. I do appreciate you. But all right, have to come on back over here. So Caleb says, I love the news segment. Helps keep me up to date on what news is out there for self-pub info. Also, I'm excited about hardcovers. Thanks, Dale, for the great info. Hey, glad you found it helpful. Thanks so much for the kudos. I'll keep these. Come on. These news segments going indefinitely. Though we'll miss next week, since I won't be in the office. And as a reminder, folks, I will be gone all next week. You will see some videos over on the main channel, though, so just stay tuned for that. Brittany Putzer, Brittany's such a sweetheart. She's actually one of my beta readers. I need to get some couple of books in her hands. So she says, yes, love these short clips with my schedule. I can't wait for hardcover. It's going to be amazing. Thanks so much. More to come. X-Nemesis says, oh, by the way, X-Nemesis is also a channel member, new member. Thank you so much, X-Nemesis. Ooh, I'm excited about this. Oh, me too. It's a long time in the coming. I was just waiting for it to roll out to everyone. Joe Carroll. Joe actually is a Columbus native here. He and I met up for tacos one day, just chatted it up. Yeah, if you happen to be ever in the Columbus, Ohio area and you ever want to get together for a cup of coffee or something like that, just, hit me up and such. Maybe Joe and I can meet up and get a couple other people here in Columbus to meet up with us. But Joe says this. He's been a channel member, by the way, for 2 months. Thank you so much, Joe. That's why he's got the double banana stickers next to his name. It says hardcovers. Yeah. Thumbs up, heart. Chanel says, hey, Dale, always been a fan of yours. Thank you so much, Chanel. And I just was wondering, if I print a copy of my book, just one for myself only, is it necessary to copyright it because I didn't do that, but the book is just for me and I used Lulu? Nope. Not at all. In fact, you have a general copyright when you create the work. So I wouldn't sweat registering a copyright if you're only publishing it for yourself. Some days my fingers cooperate with me, and other days they just like, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and start typing in a different language. Thanks so much, Dale. Appreciate it. Just make sure to let it be known that KDP hardcovers are not available outside the U.S. People get a little touchy. Oh, no kidding. Thanks so much for that tip there, Samantha. I appreciate that. I was not aware of that. And of course, not all the trim sizes are available too. Not all the trim sizes are available. Yes, I really enjoyed the news segment. Thank you so much, Anthony. And Anthony has been a subscriber for 3 months. Hey, I'm glad you dig the news segments. I'll keep them coming. Thanks so much for being a subscriber. For the past few months. It means the world. There we go. Okay, I saw this comment earlier this week. It popped up in my feed, and it says, "Hi, Vibag fan." Huh? Like Steve I? If so, that dude is awesome on the guitar. But I have no clue if he has a bag. But I'd say I'm a fan of Steve I. You? Yeah, that one just confused me. I'm not even hitting a thumbs up or a heart. I'm so confused. Rhonda Bruce has been a subscriber for the past 5 days. Thank you so much, Rhonda. I appreciate that. Thank you for this awesome information. I'm new to this as I'm looking for alternative ways to get my book published. Glad it was helpful. Thanks so much for subscribing. Stay tuned for more. Boom. Skyrider's been such a big supporter here on the channel. Leaves a lot of comments. Top commenter received one of the highest numbers of hearts from you. Skyrider, look at you, #1 in that area. Come on, guys. Got to start dropping some more comments when I post videos, and then you'll become top commenter. But for right now, Skyrider's got that throne. Skyrider, I need to see about sending you a crown. You'll be able to wear that, or maybe a championship belt. Yeah, that's better. Come on, I'm a former pro wrestler. Why not a championship belt? You can hang on to that championship belt until someone knocks you off that throne. So get to commenting more, guys. So I would recommend pleasant comments, because I typically don't heart ones that confuse the heck out of me or are just downright mean. But it says, thanks, Dale Sensei. You're very welcome. By the way, you hold the crown for the most comments hearted by me. Congrats. You get a virtual championship belt for now. Haha. Reply, thumbs up, and heart. All right, so my big head's in the way. This is a comment on the community post about Book Rescue Season 1, Episode 1. I'm not sure if everybody had a chance to go take a look at it, but stay tuned. There is so much more in the pipeline. In fact, I believe we have a short video going out today that builds off of the first episode. That's right, you're going to have short episodes that's going to kind of glue everything in between. And then it should be sometime next week, we'll see episode 2 come out. And we actually enlisted the help of Brian Meeks for his Amazon book description. And it's a fantastic episode. I will warn you ahead of time, this is going to cut deep. The second episode, honestly, it was a tough month for Robert, and you're going to find out why in episode 2. And you're going to probably fall deeper in love with him when you actually get to see episode 2. We're already in production for we're wrapping up production for episode 3 today. And then probably when I get back from vacation, we will start to really tighten down episode 4, and we're already working on episode 5. So there will potentially be an episode 6. That's probably just going to kind of recap everything and put it into one big episode. But all that to say this, thank you so much for the support, everybody, on Book Rescue. It really is just labor of love. I've had so much fun doing this, and I think a lot of you guys enjoying this journey has meant the world to me. So, and I know for Robert as well. So big shout out to Robert, by the way. All right, so Butcher's Respawn. See, I said Butcher's Respawn does comment on a lot of things here. So thank you so much, Butcher. I appreciate it. I write my stories on 2 phones. LOL. Been doing it for 15 years. Thumbs game strong. Nice. I draw my covers on the phone too and fix them up on my computer with Canva. If Publisher Rocket was a mobile app, I'd be doing my keywords on the phone. Yeah, it was funny. Dave Chesson had visited here. Gosh, it's been over a year, if not 2 years at this point. And we spent the day hanging out with each other. And that was one of the things I discussed with him. I was like, hey, do you think you'll ever make it a mobile app? He's like, probably not. His thought is to try to just build out the version that they have to include more regions and different storefronts and retailers beyond Amazon. So that was their biggest focus. And he says that trying to do mobile support is just going to be way too much. And there's just not that much demand to do it on mobile. So I don't know if he's walked back those thoughts at this point. I have a feeling that he's probably knee deep in not only managing Publisher Rocket, but also his new writing software called Atticus. And I'll talk more about Atticus in the coming months, I'm sure of it. But I'm sure he's got his hands full on those fronts. Sadly, there will be no mobile. I wish there was, because I would have already gotten a license for Robert to use on his phone. The kid is a workaholic. Like, honestly, I'll give him like a stack of things to do, and he comes back to me like, done, boom. He's put it in. I'm like, did you sleep? A good kid, but all that to say this, that I wish there was a Publisher Rocket mobile version. So, man, I wish Rocket was on mobile. And kudos to you for writing that way for 15 years. Wow. I'll tell you, it probably comes second nature to you after a while. And that was something that I discussed with Robert, and it wasn't in the video, was, I asked him, I'm like, hey, like, doesn't that slow you down? I'm like, what would you do if you had a computer? And he's like, I'd probably still use my mobile. He's like, the only time he uses his a PC, he's got to go to the library to do it, because then he can get online because he doesn't have internet at home. But he's got to get on a PC to do like editing. He says he likes to do deep editing on PCs as opposed to on his phone, because he says his phone, he feels like he can do only so much, and then he has to actually go into a PC to actually get that dirty work done. But it was one of those, we have countless hours right now on video with Robert, but it was one of the many segments that was left on the cutting room floor. I imagine we'll probably have some more segments from some of those interviews that I had with him that'll kind of pop up as the season goes on. We are acutely aware that getting people's attention and keeping people's attention is going to be tough. And so part of that is we're building out a story arc. So everybody is not just watching this informational thing or, expecting just to kind of get this, well, this is how you to do it. Yeah, we're going to show you some of those things, but I think we can interweave that into a story. And the story is all based on the author for the season. And Robert Culp is the author for season 1. I've got season 2 right now. I wouldn't say it's on tap, but it is definitely probably getting towards episode 5 when we start to wrap up production. I'm gonna have to reach out to this next author, and we're gonna have to start planning those out, because this is gonna be 6 months straight of content. So a total of about 12 unique episodes amongst both those seasons. So can't wait. I'm not going to reveal yet who we have chosen for season 2. They don't even know it yet, so that's why I haven't said anything. But on this particular video here, it's for marketing your self-published books with awards. Stephen Serrell, longtime supporter here of the channel. Appreciate all your love, Stephen. He has been a channel member now. He's a new member. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, this stream happened 16 hours ago. I also think I saw you streaming on Twitch. I was actually, I did stream on Twitch for the past 7 weeks for the Restream Self-Publishing Stream series. I'll probably pop in there again. I might do some games or something like that, something fun over on Twitch, something a little different that all of us can kind of get together and have a little bit of fun. Jumped in with 3 people, still chat, but the stream closed. Working nights and sleeping days is making me miss a lot of stuff. Book Award Pro is awesome. Yes, I know Steven uses them as well. I think the Essentials program is sufficient for finding awards. Yeah, the Essentials program is about like $9 per month. What they'll do is just curate the awards, and it's just up to you to go ahead and apply and all that stuff. But Ava Fails, what the heck are you doing here? How you doing? Did you just slip in? Hello. Okay, yeah, you did just slip in. Great to see you, Ava. By the way, we haven't had a video chat in a while. We do a lot of chatting via, direct message and email, but it's been a bit since we got to chat it up, and I know you're not the biggest fan of something like that. And folks, you're probably saying, who's Ava? Ava is my assistant. She has been for, gosh, I think we're on 5.5 years at this point. I'll have to go back and look, but it's my recollection. We started working together in, let me see here. That was 2016. It was probably early to mid 2016. So, wow, that's just crazy. But, and also, folks, she's also the founder of Author Brand Kits. Please go take a look at authorbrandkits.com for more details. Tell her I sent you on over there. All right, so he timestamped something, said, #indie author chat with Tim is a lot of fun on Twitter. Yeah. It is. It's an hour of just authors chatting it up around a specific hashtag. It was a lot of fun. I did that one of the Wednesdays. I think it's like Wednesdays at 3 p.m. every Wednesday. It's run by Tim Lewis, I believe. I can't remember Tim's last name, but Tim's a sweetheart of a guy, and he kind of runs things, and he puts out questions that community members can be able to answer on Twitter. And he'll also have a special guest that he typically will bring in. But it's a lot of fun. There are a lot of great people on there on Wednesdays. And he timestamped 27 minutes. Andy Weir and E.L. James actually have very inspiring self-publishing stories. They do. Both of them came from very humble beginnings and how they started out, for sure. Thanks as always for your love and support. By the way, I edited down the podcast, so your timestamps won't work now. Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that, man. If you ever put a timestamp on the podcast before I have finished editing it, then those timestamps just won't work because I will on Mondays will come on about 12:15 p.m. Eastern Daytime, and we'll get on. I'll jib jab for a little bit, and then I go into the news segment, and then we jib jab for a little longer, and then I finish out the broadcast with the podcast. And after that's done, typically YouTube takes about 1 day for the video to fully process. In that time, I pretty much just have to wait. Either I put timestamps up, which will waste my time because I'm just going to edit it down anyways, or I just hold off. And what I'll typically do is I clip out the news segment that I go ahead and repurpose and launch on Wednesday. So if for some reason you love seeing the news segments, but don't want to sit around for all the jib jab, then just wait for it to appear on Wednesday mornings. And then typically sometime late Tuesday to early Wednesday, you'll see the fully edited podcast, which is usually about 15 to 20 minutes long. This past week, we did it, I think it was like 25 or 26 minutes because Book Award Pro, just the extensive 1-year case study, I knew it was going to take a lot longer to kind of explain and lay out. So, all right, we've got some more comments on the main channel. Let's head on over there. Okay. Laura Lay Shining Otter. Been a subscriber for a year. Thank you so much, Laura. So I see you didn't buy Spellbound, Quantum Science, Magic, and the Matrix. Shame. It makes a lot of sense with what is going on in the world now. Haha, no. Never heard of the book. And since I didn't write it or publish it, It wouldn't make sense at all for the video. Thanks for the tip, though. And good luck promoting your book. There you go. Not the biggest fan of people shouting out their books inside there, folks. It's not a pretty look. Unless I actually say, hey, share your book inside the comments. You're just self-promoting, and there's nobody here that's watching this going, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that because it makes sense in the world today. No, it doesn't. Hey, Dale, did you train Willard Scott? I see that he's in your video. Willard who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There we go. RG Nestle says, I keep getting offers for radio interviews, oh boy, and promotions because my books have caught great interest of the companies involved. I think it's because my publishing house is going out of business and selling off my info and not because the book is great. Several businesses have even offered to turn my book into a movie. The book is poems and facts on the dangers kids face on the internet, not a great movie subject. What do you think about these bottom feeders? I think they're bottom feeders. Am I being too hard on them, or are they really bottom feeders? I've had dozens of offers from these people. I'd really like to see a video on this if you have interest in information about this kind of promotion producer company queries. Thanks for all the great advice. Yeah, I think you're right to be skeptical. Proceed with caution. Come on, spell that right, Dale. A reply. Oh, yeah, I'd shared about Michael Robertson's channel, folks. You ever haven't had the opportunity to go take a look at that? My community tab on the main channel, he gave some insights, more insights about the Kindle Vella program and how he's actually received a second bonus. And he says it's just amazing the payout he's getting, but he's absolutely confused on how they base it. And SL Michaels goes on to say here, by the way, SL Michaels, Samantha, thank you so much. You're a channel member on both freaking channels. Thank you. 9 months on the main channel. Seriously, I owe you lunch at the least. So I appreciate all the support. I got a second sign-on bonus as well. It was smaller than the first. I am totally lost. Yeah, that's why I'm just sitting back and watching. I'm hoping to get more details from video creators like you, Michael, or Mojo. Mojo, I'm not sure if you did Kindle Vella or not. Thumbs up and heart. Bruce Ambush says, who do you recommend for formatting my book into an ebook and paperback? This is my first book. Oh man, there's so many. Here are my three. Here are the three I prefer. Okay, I'm gonna have to get all these ones done out. So the very first one's gonna be Polar Bear. No, hang on. I'm gonna hit Archangel Inc. first because they do great work, by the way, folks. Archangel Inc. Archangel Inc. There we go. All right, Archangel Inc. does stellar interior formatting. Another good source. Let's see your formatted books. And I did a video with them recently, and it was a lot of fun. And they're actually going to be appearing in another video here really soon because they helped me out with the hardcover edition of the cover. Hardback cover. There we go. dalelinks.com/formatted books. And Polar Bear on Fiverr. And I'm gonna have to double check this link here. dalelinks.com/polar bear, maybe. Let's try it out. copy, new, paste. Great. What's the right spot? I think this is correct. If it's not, yeah, maybe not. I'll probably, oh, yep, it's correct. Good. Cool, cool. Those are just a few. One. Because it is an order of importance, because I have to say I'm a bit biased when it comes to Archangel Ink. Hey, there we go. Listen, not being disingenuous, but I just said I might be a bit biased on Archangel Ink. Rob Archangel, who is the founder of the company, is a good friend of mine. I love his services, though, and I've paid a pretty penny to use his services, and their interior formatting is second to none. Really like it. And looking at formatted books, folks, if I were to say, just pull my bias out for a second, it's tough to select between the two of those. Between formatted books and Archangel Ink, they both do just really high quality interiors, some great stuff. But that's, again, I'm a bit biased. I'm always going to lean towards Archangel Ink, but then again, formatted books does stellar interior design. And then Polar Bear on Fiverr, he actually had done one of my books up here. I'm forgetting which one. And he also helped out my buddy Ross Brand do his book. So did just beautiful interior work. But that's Polar Bear over on Fiverr. Super nice guy. Reach out to him before you do put in an order, so that way you get everything dialed in just as you like it. Thumbs up and heart. Hi, Dale. Recently joined this channel, and I am from India. Awesome. Can you please make a video on how to publish a child literature book that consists of 8,000 words only? I mean, how it's supposed to look after proper formatting and what kind of font style we need to use in it. This depends a lot on the niche and the content. I have many videos about kids' books, but sadly, they're not all universally applicable. Two great channels to watch for kids' books publishing, kids' book publishing. How about that? Are self-publishing made simple. Made simple, yes, with April Cox and the Home Boss. Good luck. There we go. Thumbs up and heart. Scrolling on down, Israel Super Guide. Thank you so much, Israel. I appreciate always dropping a comment in here. Hey, Dale, what about using BookBub to advertise in those platforms like Kobo when my ebook is in D2D? Is that possible? What about using in those platforms like Kobo when my ebook? Yeah. Yeah. Do it. Diane Velasco says, oh, that was rude of me. Thumbs up and heart. Diane Velasco says, hi, I'm using iPhone XR with the updated iOS. However, Kindle app is not working. It won't let me proceed signing up. The screen's frozen. Is this a known issue? I have no idea. Contact Amazon. They'll know better than I do. I'm having no problems, but I own an iPhone 7. Best of luck, and let me know if you find a solution. Reply. Thumbs up, and you get a heart too. All right, we're going to go into Held for Review. It's No Man's Land. Caleb, what's going on? Did I say hi to you? I'm going to say hi to you again anyways. You guys are kind of chatting here, so I'm not going to interrupt. All right, we're going to go into the held for review, folks. Just keep in mind, sometimes there's some dicey language over here, so viewer discretion advised. All right, so let's switch it back over here. You guys have been warned. Oh, boy. So this person looks like they're promoting their stuff here. Wow. Just wow. Energy drinks are satanic. Oh. Great. That's just weird, dude. And it looks like you're just spamming your stuff, so you're just going to get reported as spam. All right, I love the fact that you called Amazon out for being cheap and lazy on books and bubble wrap mailers. 5 years ago, their books, even skinny little books, used to arrive in cardboard folded boxes. Basically, now that Amazon wiped out all the little stores, they seem to think they can safely suck and not give up. Pure Magma, I appreciate your comment. Sadly, I try to keep this channel family friendly, both of the channels, so I'm just going to have to toss that out, but agreed. I like that you didn't come in and yell at the guy like the dude from Bar Rescue. Yes, yeah. Yeah, you know, admittedly, we got the name, Dan and I came up with the name of Book Rescue, literally off of Bar Rescue. We're not trying to steal their IP, but it just made sense. Like, we were sitting there, well, what do we call it? Pimp My Book? Nah, that doesn't seem right. He's like, you're rescuing. It's a book rescue. I'm like, well, we can probably change it later on. But the more that we talked about it, and I mean, we've been talking about it for like the last year, because we came up with it back last August, 2020. And so if you've ever seen the show, go anywhere on YouTube, just look up Bar Rescue, any kind of clips. And like the guy that's in charge of it looked like he's got wild eyes, and he's always talking like this. Are you stupid? Like he makes Gordon Ramsay like blush. Like Gordon Ramsay, everybody might know. He's a pretty abusive dude on his show. This guy that does it. I watch Bar Rescue anyways. I find like it's like a car wreck, you know. I got to rubberneck a little bit and slow down and watch. Like, what's going on over here? But that Bar Rescue guy, yeah, he does. I'm gobsmacked he's doing this on what is now considered old tech. Props to a determined author. Agreed. I don't know why that went into that folder, but at any rate, haha, yes, that guy is obnoxious on Bar Rescue, but I watch it nonetheless. And man, wait till you see the next few episodes. Robert is quite a dude and a big sweetheart. We haven't even revealed half of his story and struggles. Stay tuned. All righty, come on now. You got this. There we go. Thumbs up and a heart. Very good. That is all the comments for today. I need to make sure I switch my account back to the podcast channel so I don't confuse myself when we get all done. So, alrighty, I'm going to move that on up here. I'm going to bring this on down here. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in on this Friday. It means the world to me. You took a little bit of time out your day to spend a little bit of time with me. I know it sounds like you could just pull a string out my rear end and I just say lines like that, but I do genuinely mean that. I appreciate all the channel members that help support the cause here. Stay tuned. My video editor and I were talking about this. I'll probably get with my assistant as well about doing a special tier for Book Rescue. In other words, like anybody that became like a channel member supporting Book Rescue, all of those earnings are going to go directly towards the actual show and such. Nothing that I would end up pocketing, but I have to kind of figure out the logistics and make sure that if people do become Book Rescue sponsors of some sort, that they get something in return. Could be something as simple like the Patreon shout outs where, you know, we just show people's names on the screen or something like that. But hang in there. We'll probably have some more details here pretty soon. And I would like to make it to where it's affordable for everybody. So that way, if someone wants to help support Book Rescue, they can do that without, you know, breaking the bank. So hang in there, and I'll give you some more details. Big shout out over to the fine folks over at Book Award Pro. They've been the sponsors this entire month. Do me a huge favor. Go take a look at their stuff. You can take a look at their pricing, all the different packages. I use the Pro plan. Steven Serrell said he uses the Essentials plan, found it more than sufficient. I've heard some people that have used the mid-tier plan, but either way, go check out Book Award Pro, dalelinks.com/Book Award Pro. Thanks again to every one of you channel members here, Mojo Seedlack, Caleb Smith, SL Michaels, Ava Fails. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And of course, Easy Graphics. I appreciate seeing 2 mods in today's stream. That's so awesome. We weren't too packed or anything else like that. In the meantime, I'm going to be taking an entire week off, folks. So relax. Go watch the other channels I mentioned in this broadcast. Self-Publishing Made Simple is a great one. The Home Boss is another great one. SL Michaels, Mojo Seedlack. Go over, support those channels in that week away so you keep yourself sharp and in tune to the self-publishing industry. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I will chat with you hopefully week after next. So take care, everybody.